Yeah, I think first of all, it's a tough call. Like I didn't have the expectation it was a very easy call to make because they're watching the ball roll down the line, foul or fair. That's the first thing they're looking at. At the time the ball got there, he was in foul territory, and I'm watching the base runner because frankly, there's absolutely nothing else I can impact on the play. Like whether Friedrich picks it up and throws him out, whether Will catches it, all I can watch is the base runner. So I'm staring at Chris Davis, and as soon as he passes where the ball is, he veered into fair territory. Watched him step last foot on the grass and then next foot into the dirt in fair territory, which is not giving our guy a lane to throw, and it's impacting Wil Myers' ability to receive the baseball. And that was my contention. And Todd Tishner told me he didn't see it. I couldn't see it. I'm looking at the ball. I can appreciate that. I got down to first base, and you can see his footprint right there in fair territory where it's not allowed to be, and that's probably where I got most upset in that situation because I felt like with his footprint there, with the way it transpired, it should have been an interference call.
At that point, where you just know you're going to get thrown out, so might as well just get my 2 cents in?
I don't know. I'm not necessarily thinking about it that way. I'm thinking about like it's a very impactful play on the game, and like it's my job to fight on behalf of my players. Like, there's really nothing else to say at that point in time except like that. I recognize it's a difficult call. Like there's a lot spinning, but the way I saw it in real time, and I don't have, it's not a reviewable play. I don't have the luxury to wait. Even if we had a review at that point in time, I don't have the luxury to wait and see what they say. I'm just staring at the base runner, and in my eye, in real time, it very much looked like he interfered with Will's ability to catch the baseball. I think we've seen Will at first base for an entire year, and there hasn't been a ball that he completely whiffed on. So I think it's fair to say it impacted his ability to receive the ball.
Andy, after he had ejected you, you started to go towards the dugout, and then it sounded like he said something else, and you came back to him to get another 2 cents in. What was it that he said that kind of brought you back out?
I probably will share a lot over time, but this one was between Bill and myself at that point in time that I felt I needed to say more after he spoke. But he's out there doing his job to the best of his ability. I recognize that. I recognize that in the moment that was not an easy call, and I'm trying to find anybody, him being the crew chief, I'm trying to find anybody to make that call the way I think it should have been made.
And do you feel it was a justified ejection?
Justified in the sense that I was out there longer than I should have and probably not going to leave until I get ejected. Yeah, that's probably justifiable. Yeah, that's a tough one too. If the fan reaches into fair territory, which he did, and impacts the outfielder's ability to catch the baseball, then it can be called fan interference at that point in time. I was just hoping they would think that a guy sliding into the wall probably isn't going to catch the baseball. But it does, in a letter of the law sense, impact his ability to catch the baseball. It removes his opportunity to catch it. I don't know what the percentage chance is that ball's caught. I think it's incredibly low. But I do recognize there was a percentage chance that it would be caught. So in that case, like it probably is fan interference. And I was hoping they would see it my way, but didn't. Yeah, first 3 innings, he was off the charts. He was outstanding. He was burying his breaking stuff down and in, getting a lot of chases. Ran through kind of the meat of their order the first time. It's a tough order to navigate 2 and 3 times. He's got a lot of really good bats, and I think the leadoff walk to Adam Jones in that 4th inning kind of put him in a little bit of a hole. And by that point in time, Machado takes a good swing. We're inches away from a doubled off of second base. If Will makes that catch, he laid out for it, just hit off his glove. If that catch is made, it's probably only 1 run that inning. And those are the breaks when you play a good team. They got a good offensive baseball club.
Can you talk to Wil Myers' performance this June and just how hot his gone is?
Yeah, he's been great. From probably the last 30 days of the entire month, like there been maybe 1 or 2 games where he wasn't on fire. And I think the exciting thing is that he's taking his walks. When it's outside the zone, you come in the strike zone, you pay the price. And I don't know what his statistics were at the end of the month, but I guess there's probably not another guy in the major leagues that's had a better month.
It's been several times now where you guys have given up double-digit runs here at Petco, which isn't something you've seen a lot in the past. You've had a lot of injuries, a lot of guys in the rotation you probably didn't expect in there. Do you attribute it to that, or do you think this group that you have right now can pitch better than the past?
I think like some things with Petco were maybe overblown at this point in time. I think the last couple of years it hasn't played as this big difficult park to hit in, and I mean we put up 6 and 7 runs in the last couple of days ourselves. I think the infield's playing incredibly fast right now, so you see a lot of ground ball hits getting through faster than I remember when I played here. It's like moving through, and you know, we're not covering a lot of ground on the ground balls right now. I think that's impacting things, and you know, I think the group of guys we have here, each one of them is capable of succeeding. It's just a matter of going out and executing.
Andy, one other question. Looking at big picture on the season, do you feel that Wil Myers and Fernando Rodney are deserving of an all-star spot?
I think they're both all-stars. I leave it to fans and everybody else that's got a say in it, but you know, I think they're both clearly all-stars at this point in time.
Friday, the Yankees come to town. That's always a big emotional series for the fan base. How many times have you been involved with them coming into your ballpark, and what do you expect to happen this weekend?
Maybe 2 or 3 times played against the Yankees along the way. It was actually my first major league hit was against the Yankees, so like typically they have an unbelievable following, and there's a great crowd, there's a great environment. They haven't been what they have been typically. They're still a very good club. They're a veteran ball club. They've got some live arms. I mean, they got some live arms in the rotation. They got 3 of the best back of the bullpen arms you're going to see in baseball. I'd expect a lot of fans to show up and it to be a fun weekend.